Thank goodness this week was much better than last week. It really built up my bank account before I go on my Disney trip, and I am excited to show you what I sold, so stick around for Flippin Friday. Hi guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. My name is Heather. I am a mom of 2 kids and I homeschool. I coach volleyball, I play volleyball, and I love Disney. I'm a full-time reseller and I sell on sites like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Tradesy, and ThreadUp. I also have a Facebook page, which I'll link below, where I try to post daily of things that I'm selling for a good price, and I ship directly through there as well. So I'm going to go through my sales that I made over this last week through Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. I did have a much better week, like I said in my intro. Things picked back up and it was pretty normal sales for me, so I was really happy about that. So just going to start off here with Poshmark. The first things I sold were these 7 for All Mankind Dojo jeans. It's more of the wide leg flare style, and these didn't have the bright white stitching on the back pockets, which is the style that sells the best, but they still sold very quickly for $56, so I was really glad about that. The next was this bundle of these 2 Free People tops. One was a flannel oversized top, and one was a red, like a oversized thermal long sleeve top. Oh my gosh, my dog brought her squeaker toy. Okay, Ellie, now is not the time to play with that toy. Do you want to say hi? Say hi, Ellie. Okay, can you pick a different toy? Can you pick a different toy? Let's see if I can find her a different toy. She always picks this little squeaky ball. Ellie, where's your Frisbee? Oh, I don't know. Hang on. Here, you want to play with these socks? I'll just give her some old socks. Okay, otherwise she's probably going to squeak that the whole time. Okay, so anyway, those 2 Free People tops, that sold in a bundle for $45. The next thing I sold was this Coach red little wallet. It sold for $20. It was just like a cute, really thin floral wallet, so that was a good sale. The next was this lot of 2. It was a Nike Pro new with tag, like neon yellow leggings. And then these were these new with tags Shimano, I think that's how you say it. They were navy blue cycling shoes. I picked those up at I think Sierra Trading Post or Duluth Trading Company clearance sale. I'm not sure which one. But those both sold in a bundle for $50. The next were these Lululemon shorts. They were, I think, the Runtime Class shorts. I sold these for $40 on an offer I sent out. This next top was an Ariat Wilder white, like kind of 3/4 sleeve top. Nothing special, sold for $13, kind of what I was expecting. I was hoping to get $15, but a little bit less, no big deal. The next things were these new with tags Gap corduroy high-rise flare pants. I picked these up really recently. I figured with the style and being new that they would sell well, and they did sell quickly for $29. This was a Kate Spade denim short sleeve dress. I had floral embroidery on it. I picked this up, I think, at a TJ Maxx sometimes for their clearance sales, and that sold for $80. Next were these Anthropologie Hey Hey linen blend pants. They were kind of an older style, and I did just sell them for $12. So I think I only had them listed for $20. Someone sent me an offer for $12. I just took it. The next jeans were these Current Elliott Boyfriend Well Loved jeans. These were kind of a lower rise. I think the model picture I found, it also had a picture of Jennifer Aniston wearing them. So anytime you can find pictures of celebrities using or wearing these items, I think it helps to sell them. And they sold for $35. This next dress was a cabbie printed scoop neck dress. It was new with tags. I ended up giving this girl a really good deal of $30. She had written me a really long message about, which I have to say I'm not a fan of long messages, but it was like, I really need this for work. I don't have much money, blah, 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 all this stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I was trying to stick with 30 for my lowest. I had it listed at 50, but I only paid like 5 something for it. So she finally ended up, I just told her, you know, for how much I paid for it and being new with tags, this is the lowest that I'm going to go. She finally ended up coming up to my lowest price of $30. So that was still a pretty good sale. This next sweater was a Soft Surroundings West Saxon long cardigan sweater. It was the older tag, which, so the newer tag is that really thin one that kind of gets folded up easy. The older one is more like a rectangle, like bigger one, but still with the style. I thought I would pick it up. It kind of had like a chevron print and then just one little clasp like in the front. It sold for $40. So definitely don't turn away from things just because they're older tags if they still fit a good style. These were Lululemon Align black high-rise leggings in a size 12. I actually ordered these for myself, and I didn't know if Lulu ran small, and so I ordered them a one size bigger than I normally wear. They were a little bit too big, so I just resold them, and I actually think I sold them for about $10 more than I bought them for on Mercari, so that was great, and they sold very quickly, like within an hour. Next were these Zara sweater. It was a bundle, a Zara sweater. It was like a ivory, just short sleeve sweater, a knit style, and then these American Eagle distressed high-rise shorts, and those sold together for $37. The next were these Spanx camo high-rise leggings. These also sold very quickly, and these sold for $58. Anytime you can pick up Spanx, do it. That always sells for me, and it usually sells for a good price. The next was this Ivory Ella black long sleeve elephant print t-shirt. I actually sold this before, and then I couldn't find it, which was amazing. So I looked through all of my bins, and I think I have A through Z, and then I started with double A, and I have all the way up through double Q, and I could not find it anywhere, and it was so stressful. And then a couple weeks later, like I had some stuff on my table that I hadn't put away for inventory yet, and it was like underneath there. But anyway, I just relisted it, and it sold, which I thought it would because it sold pretty quick the first time, and it sold for $17 if I didn't say that. Next were these like leather clogs. I think they were pronounced Haflinger, Haflinger. I'm not sure how you say it. They kind of reminded me of Birkenstocks. They were pretty beat up though and worn. I tried to clean them a little bit, but I kind of had a hard time. But they still sold for $22, so I'll take that. Next were these athletic corduroy pants. So they were kind of in a gold color, and I think they were a size 12 tall, which is one of the reasons I picked them up, because it was an older label, and I think they were made in 2013. But being that tall size was one of the factors that made me pick these up. And these sold for, oh my gosh, sorry, I lost track of where I was. These sold for $31. These were some Sorel boots. I picked these up recently at a Salvation Army for, I think, $9.99. I had tons of interest, tons of likes. I had them listed for $65 or $70, and someone offered me $50, and so I went ahead and took that. Next were these Zara leopard print calf hair heels. They just had a really small heel, and those sold for $25. These next shoes were Dansko Rae, R-A-E style. They were black studded mules, just slip-ons with a heel, and those sold for $32. Okay, Ellie, now she's bringing trash out. No. She likes to get in the bathroom trash, the little short one that she can... Oh, she must be bored. I'll have to play with her after this. Okay, let's keep going. Next are these Spanx jeanish ankle leggings. So another pair of Spanx, a really good sale. These ones always sell well for me. They just look like jeans, but of course they're really stretchy. And those sold for $50. Next was this Lululemon gray defined jacket. I actually picked this up at a Plato's Closet for $20, but I think I knew the style would do well, and it was in very good condition. So I sold that for $65 within a few days. So I'll pay up for something, and sometimes too, like I just like to have certain items in my closet just to bring traffic to it. So having a Lululemon item with, you know, a popular style and a desirable brand like that, it helps bring people into my closet. So I'm willing to pay up for things, even knowing I might not make the greatest profit, but that one was still good. The next was another one of these J. Crew bodysuits, striped, blue and white, had the collar. I picked these up at a TJ Maxx clearance sale a while back, I think a few of them, and that one sold for $24. These next shoes were the SAS brand, San Antonio Shoe Company. They were new. They didn't have the tags, but you could tell they had never been worn. They were like a dark, just croc embossed style slip-on, and those sold for $40. This next top was a Ted Baker London top. It was blue floral ruffles, really cute, and a size extra large, and it sold for $25. Next was this LL Bean blazer. So I'm not sure if it was vintage or not, but it had just like a, kind of like an oatmeal tan color, flecked a little bit. I just thought it would be good for fall. Somebody would want it, and it sold for $40. Next was this Fabletics long sleeve open back top, like an athletic top, and that sold very quickly within a couple of days for $19. This next sweater was an Ibex merino wool v-neck sweater, and this sold for $40. And then I sold this Ted Baker floral midi short sleeve dress. This was so pretty. I think it was in a size 6 maybe, and that sold for $60. Next I sold this Torrid black lace plunge push-up bra in a size 44D, and I sold that for $25. So Torrid bras always do well for me. I always pick them up. So anytime you see them, you know, as long as they're not too crazy expensive, they usually sell fairly decently quickly for me and for around that $25 range. Next was a brand called Marconi. I've never heard of it, but it was a red cashmere turtleneck sweater. So being 100% cashmere and with the season, I really definitely just wanted to pick that up. And it sold very quickly for $40. I never did look up the brand, so I have no information on it, but it's either a good brand or the cashmere helped sell it. Maybe both. Next was a Madewell striped tank top. I think this was in a size 1X, which is one of the reasons it made me pick it up, just being a tank top. It did sell for $15, which is what I was expecting, so that was great. The next thing was a Lou and Grey blue and gray striped sweatshirt. This wasn't anything amazing. I don't know why I picked it up, maybe because it was cheap. I've had it for a while. Someone offered me $12, so I went ahead and took that. Okay, and then I had a 5-piece bundle. It started off with this pink Victoria's Secret tie-dye long sleeve sweatshirt, these AG Adriano Goldschmied stilt cigarette pants, this North Face black fuzzy zip up sweatshirt or jacket, a fossil brown floral purse, and another pink Victoria's Secret gray zip up sweatshirt, and that bundle sold for $120. So I think it was around $150 something. I sent her an offer of $120 and she took it, so that was very exciting. And then these next shoes were Stella McCartney. They were the leopard print platform sneaker. Or maybe it was snakeskin. I think it was snakeskin. They did have some wearing on the back heels. It looked like where maybe if you cross your legs and your heels kind of rubbed together, a little bit of the snakeskin print was coming off, but they still sold for $50. So that was really exciting. And then the last thing I sold on Poshmark this week was an Affliction plaid long sleeve button up shirt, and I sold that for $20. So next we're going to go on to eBay. I had a few international sales on eBay, so when you are listing on eBay, be sure to hit that button to offer global shipping because it just opens up your store to more buyers. So this first one was an international shipping. It was a, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Jamin Pooch, Jamin Puech. It was a purse and it was new with tags. It kind of had this like patchwork design. I had picked this up at a consignment store clearance for $10, I think, and it sold for $70. The comps for those purses were all over the place, like anywhere from like 50 to like 200. So 70, I was like, whatever, I'll take it for how much I paid for it. Next was this vintage Scooby-Doo little boys pajama set. It might have been in a size 2T or a baby. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. And it sold for $26. So that was kind of crazy because it seemed like the pajamas that were popular like when I was little in the 80s. But so definitely don't rule out kids stuff. These next jeans were Hudson Barbara high-rise skinny jeans. They were only in a size 24 and they sold very quickly for $28. This next was another sale through the global shipping program. It was a Nike Tech black sleeveless hooded sweatshirt, zip-up style, and it sold for $20. This next top was a soft surroundings pink long sleeve top. It was kind of had a velvet material, and then actually this was one I showed recently. It had a whole bunch of little like medallions or little things off the end of the sleeve, and some of them were missing, but I did mention that in my listings and it still sold for $25. So don't be afraid to list items with flaws. I sell stuff with flaws all the time. This next was another soft surroundings. It was a teal 3/4 sleeve v-neck surplice top. It was, I think, in a smaller size, but it still sold for $20. These next were just black jeans. They were a dark wash with a distressing just a little bit at the knee. I know this brand, I think, is sold maybe at the Buckle or some other places. It's nothing crazy, but I did pick them up cheap one day, but I still sold them for $25. So not a bad sale. Or maybe $23. Sorry, I can't read by handwriting. These next were Skechers Shape-Ups. They were new with tags white. I ended up just putting them on auction on Sunday to see what would happen. I didn't include shipping on these. I had them pay $12 for shipping, and they sold for $47. So that was good. I only paid, I think, $7 or $8 for them. This next was a vintage LL Bean purple sweater, the Fair Isle kind of style cardigan, and this was another sale through the global shipping program, and it sold for $40. This next item was a Free People blue boho peasant dress. It was really cute. I didn't know if it was a tunic or a dress, but looking up by the style name, it was a dress. It sold quickly for $25. Next, I sold an All Saints gray short sleeve top. It had kind of some chain detail on it, and that sold for $25. This next shirt was a Lane Bryant plus size flutter sleeve striped top. It sold for full price on eBay for $25.88. And then I sold this Fabletics sparkle, like a cream colored long sleeve top. It was in a size XXL, and I sold that for $15. Next were these Merrell men's mock jungle slip-on shoes. Those sold for $30 on eBay. Next was this J. Jill Duster cardigan. It was black, it was linen blend, and it was in a size extra large, which were some of the factors that I decided on picking it up. It had tons of attention, tons of likes on Poshmark, and I had kept sending out $20, $25 offers. No one was taking it. Finally on eBay, someone bought it for $25. The next item was this loft plaid long sleeve top. Nothing special, I just thought it was cute for the season, and it sold for $17. And then I sold this Masuk black and white striped short sleeve top. That sold for $20. Next was this Eloquii pink ruffle top. This was in a size 18 plus size, and I sold that for $16. And then the next was this vintage, I don't know how to say this either. I don't know about a lot of these things. Carriag, C-A-R-R-I-A-G, Dawn. So it was a very thick cardigan sweater, wool. It said made in Ireland on it. So anything that says things like that, I will look it up. And this looked good. It was a men's, and I sold that for $50. And next was this Ann Taylor window pane top. I've had this for quite a while. Someone offered me $15, so I went ahead and took it. And then the last thing I sold on eBay this week was this Lawrence Kazar red beaded long sleeve top. I've had this for a while. For a little while, I was selling Lawrence Kazar pretty consistently on eBay, but it has not been doing anything lately, so I'm not really picking it up much anymore. But it did sell for $45, so that was still a really good sale. I just am like, ugh, I guess sometimes you have things that sit for a while and it's worth it, but I don't know. I don't feel like they're actually getting much attention either. So I'll tell you the last few things here I sold on Mercari. Just a few things like normal. First was this Men Affliction Roses and Skull distressed t-shirt in a size extra, extra large, and that sold for $30. The next were these Brooks Teal Launch 4 running sneakers, and those sold for $35. And then I sold these Can Dark Wash High Rise Button Fly jeans. So again, Can is still selling consistently for me. Sold for $30. Next was this kids brand coat. It was Jupa, J-U-P-A. I don't know much about this. I looked on their website. It seemed pretty expensive, and I couldn't find a price anywhere on there, so I'm not really sure what that was all about. But I actually found two of these same coats in a size 4T, so I'm thinking possibly it was twins. It was in very good condition, cute faux fur hood, and I sold that very quickly for $35. And then the last thing I sold on Mercari was this Mercari Company cardigan sweater. Actually, it wasn't a cardigan sweater, it was just a pullover travel sweater. I think this is just its own company. I'm not sure. I mean, I looked it up on their website. The sweater retailed for $90. Really good quality, you could tell. And that sold for $35. So that is all that I sold this week. It was really good. It really is going to build up my bank account for my vacation. I leave in a couple days on Sunday to go to Disney World and Universal Studios in Orlando, which I'm so excited about. We've been trying to do this trip since April. COVID is trying to ruin it for us, but we are going and we are so excited. It's also been stupidly cold here in Iowa, like 30s and 20s and rainy and snowy, and I'm just like ready to get out of here. So I won't have videos here for a couple of weeks because we are going to be gone for quite a while. I will start to try to post. I actually probably will post a lot on Instagram on my stories. If you love Disney or if you want to follow along on our vacation in my little family, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I will put that link down below. Comment below and let me know how your sales were this last week. And thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. Hit that little bell button next to it to get notifications of the next time I put out videos. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.